So without further ado, Modern Warfare 2, let's go.
Peut-on parler encore de liberté d'expression face à la rhétorique particulièrement violente de Freeze Corleone? Son nom ne vous dit peut-être rien, mais il est considéré comme l'une des stars montantes du rap français. Plus de 5 millions d'écoutes en moins de 24 heures.
Okay, so this is interesting. I believe the intro is like, I imagine it's like an interview. Someone did an interview or like some kind of news correspondent and she's talking about Freeze Corleone. So the translations basically says, can we still talk about freedom of expression in the face of Freeze Corleone's particularly violent rhetoric? Ikip Pikip. I'm not sure what that is. His name may not ring a bell. Okay, I'm guessing those are like ad-libs. Ikip, those are like ad-libs, yeah. But he's considered one of the rising stars of French rap. More than 5 million listens. Wow, man. Even these news journalists know about this guy. Bro, I need to go to France, you know. I need to meet this guy in person. Bro, Freeze Corleone, right? A lot of people know about this guy. But he's considered one of the rising stars of French rap. More than 5 million listens in less than 24 hours for his latest album. And an obsession in his various clips. Hitler or the terrorist Mullah Omar, whom he glorifies. Is that true? Omar, coming on as Mullah, was an Afghan Islamic cleric and militant who founded the Taliban. Does Freeze Corleone really... Does he really love that guy? Well, does he really glorify that? That's interesting. Clearly, he's a very, very controversial figure in France. And he has some interesting views, if I'm to believe what I just read. But of course, you know, sometimes journalists do lie, so... Who knows how true that is, but let's continue the song.
Pour son dernier album, et une obsession dans ses différents clips, Hitler ou encore le terroriste Mullah Omar qu'il glorifie, la LICRA qui lutte contre le racisme et l'antisémitisme a fait une compilation de ses punchlines.
Quartier squelette, je vois le mécanisme, omique ultra violent comme orange mécanique. Prod, j'enchaîne les cadavres, série d'élimination, j'ai des UAV, des ADAV. Parler au port, c'est jamais. J'ai les blindages parce qu'on sait jamais. J'ai mes royalties, mes droits d'auteur. Je consomme comme si j'avais 3 moteurs. 667 CBF, plus de gaz que GDF. Et sommets sont mal de CDF.
Well, I love that. Man says he has he has his royalties, he has his copyrights. No one's taking him. No one can take advantage of this guy. He knows what he's doing business-wise. That's always a great thing to see because a lot of musicians nowadays, even today, a lot of musicians are getting manipulated into these really terrible record deals, and like a lot of musicians don't have their copyrights, don't have their masters. So it's pretty cool that Freeze has managed to figure that one out.
Sur le flemme à quoi dans les avions de terre. Vision à long terme, j'ai fumé des camions de terre. Je crois qu'en Dieu et je fais confiance en ma logique. Défense tactique, accélération analogique. Je me sens comme qui lui a dans Hunter x Hunter. La mort pour les pédos comme Joe Biden et son fils Hunter. J'arrive fonce au shit comme à Tanger. Je peux pas mort demain, personne me donne à manger. Je me rappelle la première fois que je suis passé à Sanger. Je me rappelle quand les gens ont commencé à changer. 9-3 de général, gros terre au quartier général. J'ai le faux du complot négro et au général. Lunettes quartier comme 42. Rafale comme dans Battlefield 2042. Équipe.
À chaque fois qu'il sort un ouvrage, enfin un album, il essaie de le faire par exemple le 11 septembre.
Bro, do you know what he said? It's a shame I don't understand French. It really is a shame. But he says death for pedos like Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Bro, he's going in on so many people. If he said that in English, bro, people would have went crazy. If he said that line in English, death for pedo. If he said that in English, bro, he should have. Cause that would have like hit international news, bro. Death for pedos like Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Cause you know recently, I even talked about this. Joe Biden, he kind of like bit a baby. I think it was Joe Biden in his own mind, he was like playing about, but it does look weird when he's like biting the baby and the baby does look scared of the guy. So yeah. Bro, it's crazy that he's talking about things that are happening elsewhere in the world. Which is bro, it's very interesting. This Freeze Corleone is a very, very interesting rapper, man. I gotta hand it to him.
Là, notre album, il voulait le sortir le 7 janvier. Toujours en lien avec des événements dramatiques terroristes.
Que je découpe, négro, je fais pas des slams. Inch'Allah, quand je...
I do apologize. So the bridge, the woman speaking, I guess it was a journalist, she was saying every time he releases one book, he's trying to do it, for example, on September 11th. So he did drop the album yesterday, so he did manage to drop it. He wanted to release it on January 7th, always linked to dramatic terrorist events. I mean, yeah, this Freeze is very controversial. But that's what musicians, especially when you're an artist, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making crazy choices. You're supposed to be challenging people's ideas and people's thoughts. You're supposed to be challenging people. And I do believe that's what Freeze is doing right now.
Canne, je goûte pas les flammes, vrai négro, pas de rap artificiel. Je vois chaque prod comme un agneau sacrificiel. L'attaque des clones provoque des pertes de Louis. Xanax comme la tête de Stewie. L'un je bois d'élite, toi amateur, moi élite. Je m'embarque tout droit dans ma ligne, la voie est libre. SO Big Ryan, Mamba mentalité REP Kobe Bryant. Je pense aux petites variables.
That's a rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I love this guy already, man.
Mes lignes taillages, faut les chiffres d'Ayam. Le bif de Will I am. Je suis le plan, mentalement. Je conduis comme un vieux blanc allemand. Je passe la vitesse, négro, je monte de niveau. Static frozen, j'ai des blocs de pivot. Négro. Alarme instantanée quand je déclenche. La verte est violette, la cendre est blanche. Je reste vrai jusqu'à ce que je sois entre des planches. J'ai été matrixé par Matrix. Audi A7 avec les phares Matrix. Je fume la génétique et je fume le clonage. Je me sens comme Gucci Mane avant le clonage. Et que je découpe négro, je fais pas des slams. Inch'Allah quand je canne, je goûte pas les flammes. Vrai négro, pas de rap artificiel. Je vois chaque prod comme un agneau sacrifice.
Real negro, not artificial rap. Never. So he's basically trying to say, what, he's like a real black guy? This is... Bro, Freeze! Hey! This is very, very interesting.
L'attaque des clones provoque des pertes de Louis. Xanax comme la tête de Stewie. L'un je bois d'élite, toi amateur, moi élite. Je m'embarque tout droit dans ma ligne, la voie est libre. Que je découpe négro, je fais pas des slams. Inch'Allah quand je canne, je goûte pas les flammes. Vrai négro, pas de rap artificiel. Je vois chaque prod comme un agneau sacrificiel. L'attaque des clones provoque des pertes de Louis. Xanax comme la tête de Stewie. L'un je bois d'élite, toi amateur, moi élite. Je m'embarque tout droit dans ma ligne, la voie est libre. Que je découpe négro, je fais pas des slams. Inch'Allah quand je canne, je goûte pas les flammes. Vrai négro, pas de rap artificiel. Je vois chaque prod comme un agneau sacrificiel. L'attaque des clones provoque des pertes de Louis. Xanax comme la tête de Stewie. L'un je bois d'élite, toi amateur, moi élite. Je m'embarque tout droit dans ma ligne, la voie est libre.
Il passe assez jeune, puisque ce rappeur est distribué à la FNAC, hein, jusqu'à ce que la FNAC, il y a 2 semaines, sans expliquer pourquoi, peut-être sentant la polémique, décide de retirer l'album de ce rappeur.
On arrête la complaisance,
qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
on assume le fait que derrière cette installation dans notre paysage de ce discours, il y a vraiment une propagande idéologique qui est faite, on sait par qui elle.
Vous êtes justement informé, vous savez que ce monsieur n'arrive pas de la planète Mars, il arrive dans un contexte qui existe. C'est-à-dire qu'il n'est pas le premier. Non, mais il n'est pas le premier à...
Bro, these journalists, they really have it in for him. I'm basically reading the translation and they're just talking all sorts of things about the guy. Until the FNAC, I don't even know, was distributed at the FNAC. I'm not entirely sure what group that is. But yeah, they don't like him. They don't like his language. They don't like the things he talks about. And there was a mention of a guy referring to Diodan. I know I didn't pronounce that properly.
Tenir ses propos, je vous ai référencé Dieudonné. Il n'est pas le premier à rencontrer un public.
Justement,
Ce public, quelque part, vous l'avez entendu.
Autant j'arrive, si vous voulez, le souvenir de données est tellement expliqué que c'est bon, on le comprend. Là, je dis c'est un artiste entre guillemets que je découvre, j'essaie de comprendre quelle est son influence, quelle est sa portée aujourd'hui chez les jeunes. Je n'en sais strictement rien. C'est en ça que je dis.
The guy saying, I'm trying to understand what impact it has on young people. But that's the thing about hip hop. All he's doing. He's just rapping about what he knows, how he's lived, the things he sees. That's what NWA were rapping about, you know? Who's straight out of Compton. It's the same thing. He's just a young guy rapping about his life, rapping about what's happening in France, what's happening elsewhere in the world. You can't really hate on the guy for essentially being like them. He's basically a street journalist. He's just rapping about it instead of writing it, you know? It's the same thing. You can't really hate on the guy for rapping.
En fait, il a une influence.
Est-ce que sur le contexte, on est 100% d'accord? Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je
Mais alors, je vais poser ma question parce que c'est quand même important. Parce que certains fans.
See, that's what she's saying. The fans are saying that he's just talking, he's just rapping about his life.
On dit, mais écoutez, il s'exprime, c'est de la musique. Et tous ceux qui disent je suis Charlie,
Ce qui est sûr,
And they're saying that he's like an anti-Semite and he's talking about the Holocaust and stuff like that. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm not sure how true that. Me personally, you know, I got no problems with Jews. I got no problems with Jews. But I might have to look into that if that's really true. Or maybe you guys can let me know in the comments.
aujourd'hui
sur
veulent le
toutes les
censurer.
questions,
C'est
sur toutes
ça
les
qui les
questions,
pose
sur
certains
toutes les
fans.
questions d'antisémitisme, de Shoah, etc., nous devons être intraitables. 2, il doit y avoir un travail d'éducation, d'explication, fait et refait sans relâche dans les écoles, dans les médias. Voilà.
Le mythe de Sisyphe en
Mais
permanence.
absolument. Voilà, et c'est là-dessus, je pense qu'on va tous être
Very interesting. Very interesting. I gotta like start learning French, man. I learned a bit in school, but I was terrible at French. Je m'appelle Babatunde. That's literally the extent of what I know. That's the extent of my French. Je m'appelle Babatunde. And I know some other words, but not really the right context to say those words. Yeah, this song was actually very fire. Very fire. His flow is incredible. And the things he's talking about, a lot of cool references to like pop culture as well. There's that in the chorus he mentions Stewie, so I'm pretty sure that's taken from Family Guy, right? So yeah, a lot of cool references there. His flow is impeccable. But what I love about Freeze Corleone, he's not afraid to talk about the serious things, you know, like pedophilia. You know, he was even talking about Joe Biden and the biting of the baby. He was even talking about Joe Biden's son because there's a lot of controversy surrounding Biden's son. So, Freeze Corleone, man. Like I said before, it's crazy that me being a London guy, I'm really into his lyricism. He's on another level with this shit. I'm telling you, really interesting. Fantastic use of like these recordings, like these journalistic recordings, and putting them on the record. Is like kind of saying, you know, I don't give a damn what you say about me. I don't give a damn. And I really like the line about how he has his own copyrights, he has his own masters. Very intellectual guy for sure. There was a cool line in the beginning of the verse where it says ultra violent. I see the mechanism at the mic, ultra violent like a Clockwork Orange. It's just a classic movie. Yeah, not a bad song. A lot of cool references in the song. Yeah, I'm digging his style, man. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. That was pretty cool as well. Like, he clearly knows what's going on in the world, which is, you just wouldn't expect that from a French rapper.